Joe, how you doing, baby?
Dude, I'm okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit wet in Grim here, but yeah, how's it you're in Italy, mate. Tell me
Yeah,
about that.
bro, it's been amazing. Like, I don't know if you
Yeah.
obviously you've seen some of the maybe some of our pictures and stuff, and it's just
Yeah.
the weather's been beautiful and like it's just breathtaking up where we are. Like, I
Yeah.
really like this quite big apartment, just overlooking the lake. And it's just the air is so fresh, it's so quiet.
Mm.
It does amazing things, dude. It's really needed, really amazing. Like, yeah, man, it's
Yeah.
hard to
Yeah,
put into
literally
words.
those photos, man. Like the mountains, they're so
I
beautiful.
know. It just, like, it almost looks when you're, for example, if you're taking a drive in the car and you see the mountains there, it just looks too good to be true. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's just really,
Yeah, 100%.
so strange, but yeah, it's beautiful, dude. Amazing.
And because you went to Milan as well, didn't you? How was that?
Milan was pretty crazy. Yeah, we had a bit of a bit of a mad night. It just, yeah, you saw from the story.
I
Just,
saw you popping bottles, yeah.
yeah, bro. Yeah, mate, that place is crazy. But it's good. It's fun. Good fun anyway,
Nice.
man. And
Nice.
just unwinding now, and we fly back tomorrow, Saturday morning.
Nice,
Yeah.
dude. Nice.
Yeah, it's been good. How you been now? All right?
Yeah, good. Just cracking on as normal, really.
Good. Just
Yeah,
like got a nice little fresh
report
trim.
on. I did, yeah.
Nice, bro.
A
Looks
bit
good.
long. Going to grade 1 fade.
Nice. And the beard looks sharp.
Oh well, yeah.
Nice, man. All right, G. This week, this week's been interesting. It's been interesting. I mean,
It has.
let's go from the start of the week. I found at the start of the week, it was very much about risk appetite, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah,
Right?
completely.
Cause obviously the dollar had an amazing week last week. You know, it's our best weekly performance that we've seen since March time. But then from your view, go on, your perspective, why the change in sentiment at the start
Yeah,
of this week?
Oh, at the start of the week.
Yeah, because it really, the risk on flows really started from the start, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, it was a weird one. It was almost like sometimes in this market at the minute, when you don't have much news or much to think about or talk about, it's almost like the default setting is risk on. So, I mean, fundamentally speaking, there wasn't really much going on at the beginning of the week, was there?
Not at all. Like, there was nothing to be like, look, okay, we've got a clear fundamental reason now to see risk on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
there wasn't anything.
100%.
You know, so, but yeah, I mean, the dollar's been on the back foot now, potentially we're up at the moment, but this could be the 6th consecutive day in the red. So let me just look at the daily.
Wow, yeah.
The daily, yeah, we've been falling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 5? Or today's going to be the 5th? 1, 2, 3, 4. Today could be the 5th, yeah. So
Yeah.
a bit of a pullback in the dollar. Let me just show you, actually. Let me show you my screen a moment. I just want to show you.
Nice.
So Dixie, share, okie dokie. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah, so
Looks good.
Yeah, so on the daily, we've been falling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Potentially, today could be the 5th. But I want to show you how we finished, obviously, the month of September. I'm just going on naked chart. So obviously a nice, bullish candlestick there. Our first closure in the green since April. That's crazy, isn't it? Like how consecutive we were just falling. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that is mad. I mean, to be honest, ahead of the election, you know, everyone always starts to get a bit nervous. It's not really surprising for me.
Yeah. And then, to be honest, though, I think that, I don't know, I still see some dollar upside, you know, dude.
Yeah.
You know, I think
well, yeah. I mean, literally, we'll talk about this probably in a second, but all this stuff with Trump having coronavirus now, dude.
Man,
that's not risk appetite.
I know. I know. Things have obviously changed. Things have changed. Let's leave Trump in a moment. Let's go. Yeah. Let's just go. Okay. So we've had risk on, all the risky currencies gaining, dollar on the back foot. We had the first presidential debate, right? Head to head, Biden versus Trump. And according to debate watchers, analysts, it was suggested that Biden won that. He is a kind of a win for him. It's quite funny, dude. Did you watch it? Did you see some of the highlights?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing in the end, and it was.
Mate, it's really funny. Trump.
It shouldn't be funny though, should it? It just shouldn't.
No. And mate, Trump being Trump, the moderator obviously just he couldn't control him.
Trump was saying about how he was now debating with the moderator.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
this guy is so funny, man.
Yeah.
Oh mate, honestly, I love him. He does, mate. I do really enjoy him as a person. Like, he just makes me laugh, man. He's good. But yeah, man. So obviously Biden won that, and initially the initial reaction, because Trump's more pro-business, more good, positive for stocks. So Biden, we saw some downside, didn't we, for stocks initially?
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, I think at this point, to be honest, markets do expect Biden to win. Yeah. So obviously when markets start to price in even more of a probability of Biden winning, you're going to see potentially a bit of downside in stocks. But I actually think, dude, one of the things which was hurting stocks, as well as just the fact that Biden was seen as winning, was, you know what Trump's been saying about how if Biden wins, he's going to like contest the result of the election. And that could drag things out and cause all this uncertainty. And he like doubled down on that stance in that debate. And I think that the kind of uncertainty to do with that was also a factor weighing on stocks and risk appetite in general.
That's a really nice, that is a nice view on that. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, that would be just a mess if that happens. Yeah, the markets won't like that. They won't like that at all. So yeah, that's a good shout. And we've got to remember, dude, I think for the time being, in terms of like, okay, risk on's fine. But I think, as you said, you still see some dollar upside. I do as well. Look, mate, the UK, for example, we're going back into lockdown, my dude.
Yeah.
We're going back into lockdown. Parts of the UK are. So my point being, we've still got a problem to deal with COVID, right? The whole, like Europe, mate, the cases are still elevated.
Yeah. Mate, I 100% agree. The only thing I would say for dollar, though, is I think it probably will grind higher, like before the election and over the next couple of months. But because of potential, and now with Trump having coronavirus, because of political uncertainty, that in the US, that might mean that JPY is the preferred safe haven. What do you reckon about that? Or maybe even like gold or something?
Yeah, that's a good shout. I mean, gold this week's been grinding higher. I guess been taking advantage of dollar weakness anyway. But you saw overnight, just the way in which gold wanted to be backed because of what happened with Trump. But dude, I mean, look, let me just show you gold. I'm just going to show you something in gold now, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still, I think there's a little bit more upside, but overall, I'm looking for the price to drop. I'm going to show you now again. So let's just bring up my gold chart share. So basically, obviously, you see it been grinding higher this week. Initially, like, was this last week? Yeah, last week we broke out. You see how we were narrowing in this triangular structure here? We like broke out, and now we're coming. I'm just waiting for the price to retest up here and then resume the downside. Because even this, I could argue the case, in my view, that this is a bearish flag. So we're consolidating, and as soon as we get up here, we're just going to see a nice little breakout. You know, once we touch that all the way down, you know, and come to 1800. In my view,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I like that. 100. Yeah, that's a nice setup. Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you need to see the dollar continue going higher to help that along as well. But
exactly,
like that could happen.
Yeah, it can for sure. So, all right, dollar and obviously elections aside, and Trump, obviously we know that's had an impact on the markets. Let's talk about Brexit, dude. Mate, did you see the pound price action yesterday on Thursday?
Yeah.
What on earth?
I know, it was literally, it would go one way and then the other, and then the one way and then the other. And to be honest, it's actually been doing that a little bit this morning as well. Not as bad though. But yeah, dude, I'm just getting my chart back up, and yesterday was just, I don't even know what to say about yesterday. It was just insane.
Mate,
where'd you start?
It's such a ripsaw of price action. Like so many accounts would have been blown. Like people would have just been taken out left, right, and center.
Yeah.
Like, man.
God, yes. Literally, it's so dangerous, isn't it, at the minute to trade?
So what's the latest then, dude? Bring us up to speed.
I mean, the latest pretty much is Johnson and von der Leyen, the UK PM Johnson and von der Leyen, she's the head of the European Commission. They're going to be talking tomorrow. And there's been a lot of, so that's the latest update, basically. Obviously, talks this week were a little bit disappointing, but the market seems to be taking the fact that von der Leyen and Johnson, the two biggest leaders, basically, are getting together as a good sign, because usually you only get the two or the big leaders involved when you want to make some serious progress. Do you know what I mean? So
I hear you.
I think markets are building up some expectations that there's going to be some serious progress over the weekend. And like if you look at GBP, we're actually up on the day and up on the week as well, I think. So
we are.
Yeah, it's been choppy, but net, I think that like narrative that momentum towards the deal is still continuing.
Agreed. I think, I agree with you. There's certainly some optimism there that's helped drive pound forward this week. Look, at the end of the day, dude, let's see it from Johnson's perspective. He completely effed up with COVID, handling COVID. So if this big buffoon is unable to, he knows he knows he has to get a deal. If this buffoon walks away on the 15th of October, then he's a moron. And he knows he's in trouble, right?
He's not gonna. No way.
Exactly. He's not going to. He can't. So they're going to get a deal. They're going to compromise, and something's going to get done before October 15th, and GBP will be free to rally. You know,
or it will be. This is what I reckon. It will be like Johnson will be able to say, "Oh, we've made excellent progress, enough so that I think we're going to get a deal, and I'm not going to walk away." Although there won't be like a finalised deal or anything, but it'll be an excuse not to walk away. That's what I reckon.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good chat. What? And it'll drag out all the way until the end of the year?
I don't know, to be honest. I think maybe to the end of this month. Okay. Probably more likely.
Yeah, that's because you've got to remember they still need time to write this into law, put up all the legislation by the end of the year, and that takes time. We saw what happened with the withdrawal agreement itself. You see how much time that took. You remember?
Yeah, I remember that. Dude, it's like and it's the same with the EU as well. Like the recovery fund, they've been bickering over that all week.
Yeah, I know.
Fund, that was like the story back in July, and they're still doing it.
Mate, it's politics, isn't it? These guys, it's just it is what it is. Anything else this week? So obviously, US politics, Brexit. Anything else?
I mean, data has kind of played second fiddle to all these other themes, really, hasn't it?
It really has, dude. Like NFP did, like today, for example, Friday's done nothing really as such to the markets, has it?
Nah, not really. That EU CPI, which was deflation again.
So that's two months now. 2
months in deflation,
All right, let's talk about this, because we have now seen, I don't know if you've realised, but over the past last week, we've seen a number of people speaking up again, about perhaps even introducing something like the FOMC targeting inflation, right? They said it clearly.
Yeah, they're thinking about it. Yeah, definitely. But the thing is, they can say that that's what they want to do, but it's almost like it wouldn't be credible, because like I don't think markets have the faith that the ECB is even able to get inflation back to 2%, even if they want to. You know what I mean? I think what markets really want, and I think to some degree they think that about the Fed as well. I think what markets really want is just more stimulus. It's like, mate, if you want to get 2% inflation, give us more stimulus. Like that's what I reckon it is.
Okay. Well, either way, it's dovish for the euro. It's euro negative, right?
It's something to watch out for.
Yeah, it's definitely. 100%. Yeah, sorry, I think you cut out there a little bit, but it's euro negative. At the end of the day, I think this it creates a case to bring, because obviously we had the FOMC sort of running away as a more dovish central bank, but now, perhaps it brings ECB on par with FOMC, i.e. potentially euro, more case for euro dollar to come all the way back down and correct after it's been pumped,
True. I mean, euro dollar, I don't really know where it's going now. Do you remember back in like July and like August, we were like, oh, it's definitely going higher. Whereas now it's so much going on.
Yeah, let me show you my chart.
Hard to weigh it up. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, let me show you this. So, euro dollar. You can see that again, yeah, dude?
Got it.
Okay, so just, you see how, again, like we are narrowing within this sort of, it's just all consolidation here. And then we finally had a big breakout to the downside last week. Yeah. And then this is another big retest here of this like range. If we get rejections, that's going to, in my view, just continue south and just start pairing back all this pumping, from May to June. So it's definitely one to watch, this big retest. Yeah, just in my view.
Yeah, let's see. God, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. What's going on next week, dude? It's not much, is there?
Yeah, not really much. There's RBA.
Oh, yeah.
RBA. Yeah.
They're not going to do anything this month, apparently.
I don't think anybody thinks they will, but do you remember that guy come out recently sounding really, really dovish? I think that was last week.
The deputy governor, wasn't it? Yeah, I saw that.
So the tone of the meeting for me, like, will be really interesting.
Really interesting.
Could be AUD negative, potentially.
Earlier in the week, I don't know if you saw on Tuesday, Westpac revised their expectation for the RBA to act not next week now, but to November, and a number of other economists followed.
Yeah.
And AED gained some ground on that. But obviously, at the end of the day, there's an element of surprise. You know, there's always an outside chance that they do act, and then AED gets hit hard. You know, so I think definitely risks are tilted to the downside there for AED anyway, as you say. So,
yeah. And then, what else have we got? Where's my mouse? Yeah, it's not as packed, to be honest.
Nah, not really. Yeah, that's just mate. It's just, mate, we've got plenty of themes to keep an eye on anyway, so we're going to be very busy either way. You know what I mean? So, yeah, dude. All right, man. Joe, I think that's pretty much it then, my dudes.
Nice.
All right, bro.
Good to speak to you, mate.
Another good one, baby. Let's get it.